Operational environment. The main area of geographic interest is Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's capital. Cyclone Absco's catastrophic impact showed how vulnerable such littoral megacities are to more frequent extreme weather events in a time of climate change. Dar es Salaam will be a strategically important hub for shipping and maritime trade well into the 21st century. U.S. interests. As with oil in the Middle East during the last century, the importance of the rare earth resources in Tanzania has created a new competition. This access to essential elements is crucial for the world's proliferating AI and quantum computing systems. The U.S. seeks a stable, if not peaceful, Tanzania, in which its largest city, Dar es Salaam, is a vital strategic hub that can ensure the regular and reliable flow of rare earths to U.S. national production facilities, and those of our allies. Even more essential than this stability, however, is to ensure that long-term access to these essential resources is not lost to any adversary nation or group. Non-U.S. multinational policy goals. The European Union policy goals are focused on addressing the humanitarian crisis first and foremost. This objective affords them greater freedom of movement within Dar es Salaam. Though EU member states will benefit from the objectives set out by the US, European military intervention is not expected, and so far forbidden based upon the Montpellier Accords of 2031. For India, the crisis offers India a chance to counter recent trends and even reclaim its position as Tanzania's top trading partner, which it lost to China in 2033. India initially offered direct military assistance to the Tanzanian government, which was turned down, in comparison to more comprehensive Chinese political, economic, and military aid. However, the fragmentation of the Tanzanian military and general dysfunction of the government has meant this approach is largely ineffective and unlikely to have any positive effect as a cornerstone for trade or economic ties. China's national-level strategic interest in Tanzania dates back to former President Xi Jinping's visit in 2013. The catastrophic damage done by Cyclone Absco effectively forced a reboot of foreign nations' relationships. China seeks to return its position of influence to pre-Cyclone Absco levels. This means that Beijing is willing to go to great lengths to restore its ex-ante position in Tanzania. Chinese and Russian military and security interests are somewhat in alignment, but not perfectly so. They seek to secure rare earth production facilities, as well as the key port and rail transit hubs that will allow the export of these valuable mining products. While China is taking the hearts and mind approach, Russia relies more on physical threat control and information warfare influence operations to shape local population attitudes. The destruction of Cyclone Absco, believed to have killed over 450,000 and left several million more homeless, led to a breakdown in Tanzanian state and local governance. This led to the establishment of three fiefdoms in Dar es Salaam that alternate between being cooperative and adversarial to each other and international forces. The areas of Oyster Bay and Massacre, located on the city's peninsula, and the nearby neighborhoods of Michochini house the wealthy and expat community. They in the central business district suffered the least long-term damage from the cyclone and received the most foreign aid. The country's main port accounts for almost all of its maritime trade and is a vital link for regional commerce in Central and East Africa. It has 11 deepwater berths and can handle more than 10 million tons of cargo. The main focus for China and US interests is the connection from Dar es Salaam as the exit point for shipments from the Mduala rare earths mine. Its main production is neodymium and praseodymium and it exports about 30,000 tons per year. Precedent set by what plays out in Tanzania is significant, making Dar es Salaam a potential domino in a larger series of strategic events. A key concern is that the loss of control of critical rare earth assets to state and non-state Chinese entities risks becoming the norm across East Africa and in the Asia-Pacific. It is crucial to ensure that the supply of rare earth is maintained to US and allied markets. While the Dar es Salaam is a zone of competition, there are also potential alliance-building opportunities. Notably for India, the continued expansion of Chinese state and non-state activity along the Indian Ocean, along with the recent alliance made with the former GCC members as part of the Beijing Protocol, has created deep fear of encirclement as a potential partner on the ground. Indian NGOs and security forces have promise. However, India's long-standing preference for unilateral activity makes this unlikely to be a viable solution in the near term.